This is a visual demonstration of gesture controls. We're testing out Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So, now part of the game, you see I'm standing a few feet away from the screen. There's a camera on top. It's watching me, and as my body parts touch each one of these buttons, different things happen. So if you can tell, if I pan to the left, rotate to the right, kind of rotate to the right, look up and down, similar things happen. There's an A button, D button for movement, and I can walk over. So I'll play through a few minutes of the game so you can see it. Button E is mapped right here, so that presses that button. I've been experimenting with all sorts of Assassin's Creed games, and this is like the 5th or 6th one they made a lot of these. Just making sure all the buttons make sense. Every time I get to a new game, I have to remap them a little bit. Alright, so I mapped left and right button. They're up here, but they're also if you touch your face. It's nice to have a reference point when you're doing it. Let's fight these guys. Alright, so every time I a little bit of exercise there. The annoying part, because started becoming a problem is every time I turn on a new game, the buttons are almost the same, but they're slightly off. So I had to like edit all of the code to remap. So what I've done now, instead of running the Python file, I just turned it into an executable. It's a good place to pause now. So you can see, I'm going to show you. So right now there's a button Q and a button C, and they're mapped to a CSV file that kind of runs it. So I'm going to close out of this file, right? I'm going to close it, still in the game, and I'll show you, right? So this is the executable. Inside of here, there's a whole bunch of files, and the most important one is this buttons file. I'll click on it, but I have it open right here. These are the buttons that you saw on the screen and where they appear, and if you press them, right, each button, what it will look like, what it will press. It could be a mouse press or a key press, right? How long it presses it on. Sometimes you want the button to like be pressed and you hold it and then for like a second or two and release it. Sometimes you just want it to be a quick hit and it moves on. Some references, some descriptions here. So here we saw the Q and the C, so I'm going to switch this C, and Q. I will save this file while I'm here, just do some notes. There's the size of the screen matters, so let's make the screen a little bit smaller, so 0.2. Then there's a whole bunch of other things that you can adjust the colors and where some of the buttons are and how quickly the speed of the camera moves in the X and the Y direction. So as I'm gonna save it, now you notice, we go back here, and now you don't have to run the Python code, you just click on here, it's an executable. GesturePlay Controller, now it appears. You'll see the screen is a little smaller, and you will also see that the C and the Q are in a different place. So in such a way, you can readjust any buttons for any game. This is the sixth Assassin's Creed that I've played like this, so it works pretty well. I'll play through a few more minutes. I'll show you how to jump around, how fun it is sometimes, especially in these Assassin's Creed games. Alright, so let's go to the left.
Time to head for higher ground.
Two hands together, that's shift. I like that. When I played Rise, the other game, I actually had that as a space, so it like protects him. It's nice to be able to remap these controls. Alright, so down, there we go, and then it's nice to be able to remap these controls for different games. So you just have one file that runs and everything else extra instructions for us. Press continue. I usually still keep the mouse and keyboard next to me, just in case I need to press something that doesn't work exactly how I expected it. Another one. Alright, you get the idea. Hope you like the remapping. Let me know if there's any other suggestions. As the YouTubers say, like and subscribe. And then just get out of it, just press here and press the X button, it'll exit the video. Alright, looking forward to your comments.